Hello friends, I'm back again. Sorry to keep you on hold. I was busy. Actually, I have become a certified Zentangle teacher now, so was busy with my seminar and training. So we'll be continuing our journey of learning Zentangle original patterns as we were doing earlier. And today I've come back with another new Zentangle original. The pattern is called Flukes. It is mostly a line-based pattern and somewhat similar to the pattern Cubine that we have learned earlier, right? So starts with a square grid. I'm drawing the grid with my pen. It's not a pencil grid, right? And then what we do is, just like Cubine, I would shade one corner, draw a square at one of the corners of each section, right? Just like we do in the pattern Cubine. And then after this step we would deviate from the pattern Cubine. I would not join this corner to this corner, right? I would just replicate or echo or aura this square shape, right? So depending on the space that is available to me, I am going to be adding auras. So I'm just echoing the shape of the square that I've already drawn and adding these aura. That's about it. It's such a simple pattern to draw, just line work, right? So what is different about the pattern? The pattern gets its character due to shading, right? When we shade the pattern, they look like overlaps. Yeah, and shading adds a lot of dimension to it. And also I am showing you how to draw the pattern in a square grid, which is the original way to draw it. However, as you vary the grid and place it in different grids, the look of the pattern will definitely vary, right? So this is the basic pattern. How do we shade it? We generally shade at these points, right? Which gives the effect of going under. So the lines seem to be going under. If you wish, you can also shade it this way, right? So once we draw the tile, you will know how the shading gives a lift to the tangle. So make sure the ink is not wet, and generally don't add graphite to the inked area, right? So simple shading. So here are a few tiles that I have already made and I'll be posting on my Facebook page. If you're not already aware, I post all my work on my page by the name Sanyukta Zentangle. Yeah, same as my YouTube channel, Sanyukta Zentangle. And catch up with all my work there. And if you wish to get in touch for classes, etc., then all my contact details are there, right? So this is a tile where I've used flukes on one of the corners, right? And this is another tile that I'll be posting. I have used flukes in a circle here, right? It's the shading that gives the effect that they are going under each other like overlaps. And this is another tile. Flukes is in a different arrangement here, right? Again, shading light and dark, right? So let's play with flukes in another different grid today. So in front of me is a regular square tile, right? And I'll be drawing a grid. You wish you can start with 4 dots and a free flowing border. If you wish, you can use the entire tile, entirely up to you, right? And then I'm going to be adding these lines. I think I picked the wrong pen. Where's my O1? Yeah. So these double lines. I'm basically drawing a reticula in which I will be fitting in my flukes as a fragment, right? So drawing these double lines. So I've picked up a simple grid, but not the usual square grid, just to show you a fourth variation of how the pattern looks when placed in different grids. Because pattern as such is very simple to draw, however the shading and the grid makes a lot of difference, right? So a simple grid, right? And then what I'm going to do is divide it into sections. I'm trying to be, dividing in equal sections, but please don't be very fussy about it. Just kind of equal sections, but I'm not drawing a line from top to bottom just as we do in a square grid. In fact, it's a zigzag square grid, right? So I'm making sections, but I'm making sections in a zigzag manner. The squares are not under each other, right? In a way, you can say the central point of these two lines, I'm starting the third one, right? So again, completing my reticula, and will place the flukes as a fragment inside it. Reticula is a term we generally use for a grid, and fragment is the tangle or a section of the tangle that we use to fill up that grid, right? So creating these sections, right? So that's a simple reticula, and now I'm just going to be repeating the same exercise of adding a square at one of the corners. You can choose any corner. Again, which corner is not important, right? You can draw it anyways. Generally you do the same corner every time you repeat it, because if you want to play around with the corners also, for example, one corner in one section, another corner in another section, you may create a tangulation which may look different than the pattern flukes, right? So try it out. We have other patterns like Polarevo and others. Right, so I'm inking one of the sections, one of the corners, and then adding auras to the square. So I'm not too bothered about how many auras, right? So depending on the space that I have, and if you're not comfortable drawing the lines in a certain way, then just draw one set of lines like this, right? Then rotate your tile and then draw the second set of lines. It's okay to do that, right? So the hand should be in a comfortable position always. You're trying to relax here, not to strain, right? Yeah. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, and 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, right? So I'll go on like this. I think you have got a hold of the pattern now. Pretty simple to draw, but we'll see how the grid makes all the difference, right? So I'm continuing the same exercise of adding these auras, right? Number of auras depending on whatever space I have. Not really bothering about adding the same number each time. Right. So simple lines, and you can already see how the pattern is looking in this reticula, right? How does it look like? A small little variation in the grid. It just deviated from the regular square grid to a little zigzag one, and you can see how the look of the pattern is different, right? So we finished drawing the pattern. Now let us move on to shading it. So as I told you, I'm going to add graphite at the places where line seems to be going under, over, right? Avoiding putting graphite on the inked portion. Right. So basically I am just adding graphite on the grid that I have already drawn. Grid being an integral part of my tile here. Not drawn the grid in pencil. Tangles are generally drawn with pen. They don't have anything in pencil. So the grid is an integral part of this tangle. Flukes, right? So generally tangles where you have a lot of line work involved, you look for areas where lines seem to be going under or over each other, and when you highlight those areas, it gives an all new dimension to the tangle, right? So I'm just adding graphite in those areas. So let us now with a light hand, gentle hand, just smudge. Don't smudge too much because you don't want the entire flukes to go grey. A mix of light and dark is what gives the tangles their true character, right? So shading means shades of grey added to white portions, but not making the entire thing grey, right? You're just smudging the graphite that I have put on both the sides of each of these sections. Right, so you can already make out the look of the tangle. So how do we gently add variations to this tangle? I have drawn plain lines here as an aura. You can add something in between these auras, right? That will be a nice change. So instead of keeping these aura lines all blank, for example, I showed you one of the tiles, right? In this tile I have added some orbs in the last aura, right? So that gives a different look to the pattern looks. So you can try out something else like this and the look of the pattern changes, a small little tangulation, right? So that is how the pattern looks, right? Now going to initial my tile. Right, and sign and date it. So today is 18th, right? So we'll meet again with another Zentangle original pattern. Till then, have a good time. Do check out my Facebook page Sanyukta Zentangle. If you are a subscriber to the Zentangle Mosaic app, I am there by the name Sanju CZT36, right? Goodbye, stay safe, bye bye.